Hi, I'm Terry Zwigoff. I'm in the Criterion closet. I sort of wish these were old 78 jazz records that I could just take and put in here, but I have to settle for these great films. Dr. Strangelove. I saw this film first run when I was a young teenager, 1964. I was 16 years old. My parents took me to it. It was in downtown Chicago, which was very odd for them. They rarely took me to a film, and let alone would go to a film downtown, but I guess it was a big hit at the time or something, I don't know. And I just loved it. I mean, I thought Peter Sellers was so great. Everybody was great. Sterling Hayden. At the very end it's at the darkest ending of any comedy I ever saw. And Kubrick was the master of music, I think, among other things, in his films, puts in this great Vera Lynn song, this really beautiful song she sings, We'll Meet Again. It's playing with these beautifully edited shots of atomic bombs going off in just the right way. It was very powerful to me, that counterpoint of that music and those bombs. The lights came up and I looked around, nobody got up in their seats, this packed audience. And they're mostly middle-aged couples. And I'm looking like, how come they're not getting up? And they were just stunned. They didn't know what to make of the film. But that's my personal story about it anyway. It's a great film. Robert Siodmak's The Killers. Opening of this film, the first couple scenes are so great, I remember. These killers come into this diner and menace this diner owner. I realized that watching No Country for Old Men, in the scene where Javier Bardem goes into the gas station with the actor Gene Jones, he's the proprietor, where he makes him flip the quarter and he doesn't want to call it. It's this exact same dynamic. They must have had that in mind, at least subconsciously, I don't know. But, steal from the best. It's good advice. Jean-Pierre Melville, Army of Shadows. This is probably my favorite film of all time. This was actually brought to this country for the first time in 2006 by Bruce Goldstein, the guy that flew me out here for this film forum retrospective of my own film. So I just eternally in its debt. The color palette on this film is so obsessive. It's just so meticulous and controlled. It's great. And my friend Robert Crumb came to visit me from France a few years ago, and he'd never seen it. Said, "Oh, you got to see this film." So I put it on for him. He's got unpredictable taste in film, but he's a very fussy guy. If there's one mistake in a film, it's unforgivable. It ruins the whole film, right? So as soon as I put it on, there's an early scene. Oh, haircut's wrong. That haircut is not the same period. Completely wrong. I said, well, ignore the haircut. It's got a lot of other things going for it in this film, perhaps. No, didn't like it. Oh, well, can't please everybody. The Asphalt Jungle. This is a perfect film. It's one of my favorite films of all time. Mark Lawrence really stood out to me in this film. He plays Cobby, this sort of nervous, sweaty criminal guy who's trying to arrange a loan or a deal for this heist. And I couldn't help but thinking the entire time I saw this that this had to inspire Francis Coppola to cast Fredo in The Godfather. He's, again, so similar. Either he cast him and thought of it that way and wrote it that way, or the actor thought of it, and just sort of channeled that. Mark Lawrence is a great actor, incredible. All About My Mother. I've never seen this film, but when I was in pre-production on Ghost World, my producer said, "Have you thought about a DP yet?" And I started listing DPs that I thought might be good, thinking what she thought. And her answer was on each one, too expensive, too expensive. I said, all right, well, let me think. And she said, well, I got to go make a phone call. It's going to take me 2 hours. I'm going to be on this phone. I've got a bunch of VHS tapes in here. If you want to watch movies, whatever, maybe you'll find a DP you like among these movies. I come across this film. I don't know anything about it. Put it on, see the opening. Colors look absolutely right for Ghost World. I don't know why. Fast forward, oh, it's still perfect. I don't know. Just hit me as this is the perfect look. Who is this cinematographer? Afonso Beato. So Leanne gets off the phone, comes in. I said, what about this guy, Afonso Beato? He says, he's a friend of mine. I can get him. And he was great. He was a great artist and helped me a lot, really taught me a lot about film. So I still think Leanne may have planted that VHS tape in there hoping that I would think that it was my idea, but it was actually hers. I don't know. She won't admit it to this day. So, all about my mother. I'm going to go watch this now, and thanks so much.